Today, I want to talk with you about something very simple, but that changes everything: the way we look at other people. And right from the start, if reflections like this resonate with you, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel and turning on notifications so you can receive a new reflection every day and keep walking with us on this journey. Maybe you've already heard the phrase, "Don't criticize, try to collaborate." It sounds almost obvious, but if we look at our daily life, we'll realize how far we still are from actually living this. So, take a deep breath. Imagine you're hearing this in the silence of your room, or walking down the street, or on your way to work. This is just an invitation to reflect. No guilt, no weight, no accusation. It's just you and your own conscience. Think about the last time you criticized someone. You don't need to say it out loud. Just remember, maybe it was someone in your family, a coworker, someone on the internet, or even a stranger on the street. Sometimes the criticism doesn't even leave our mouth. It stays there, hidden in the form of a thought. Wow, what a messy person. What a freeloader. I would never do that. Criticizing is easy because it takes little effort, gives us a false sense of superiority, and many times doesn't move us to actually help. Criticism is often the way the ego finds to feel better than the other person without truly growing, without truly loving more. But there's a problem. Criticism hurts, even when it's honest. If it comes without care, it wounds. And no one likes to be wounded, not even you. Now imagine a person who's always criticizing everyone. Maybe you already know someone like that. At first, we even try to understand, talk, respond. But over time, something starts to happen. Their presence gets heavy. We start avoiding certain topics, and then we start avoiding the person themselves. Almost always, the one who lives criticizing doesn't notice it, but little by little, they become isolated. It's not some punishment from the universe. It's a natural consequence. Where there is a lot of criticism, there is little room for vulnerability. And without vulnerability, there is no true closeness. People don't draw near to someone who is always ready to point out mistakes. They draw near to someone who is willing to welcome the mistake, understand it, and help them grow. Criticizing without love is like throwing salt on someone's wound. You might show that there is a wound, but you don't help it heal. That doesn't mean we have to pretend everything is fine when it's not. It's not about being blind, it's about how we look. This reflection doesn't say, pretend you don't see what's wrong. It invites us to something more mature. If you see something wrong, speak with love and kindness, trying to help. Do you feel the difference? Criticism judges. Love guides. Criticism accuses, you are like this. Love calls, you can be more than this. Sometimes what hurts is not what is said, but the way it is said. Have you ever gone through that? Maybe someone told you a truth about yourself, but with harshness, with contempt, with impatience, and instead of helping you grow, it made you shut down. On the other hand, when someone says something difficult, but with affection, respect, and care, yes, it hurts a little, but it feels like it heals. Picture a simple scene. You get home tired. The sink is full of dishes. What comes first? The criticism ready on the tip of your tongue. You never wash these dishes. No one does anything in this house. Those sentences don't want to build anything. They just want to vent irritation. Now look at the same scene. with a different spirit. You're still tired. There are still dishes. Everything is still messy. Nothing changed on the outside, but inside, you choose another way. Hey, today I got home really tired. I know things are busy for everyone, but the house all messy makes me feel even more exhausted. Can we organize this better together? The truth is still there. The discomfort is still there. But the tone is one of partnership, not aggression. Criticism closes doors. Dialogue opens them. Today, with social media, criticizing has become even easier. We watch a 15-second video and think we know the person's whole life, and we comment as if we were judges of someone else's existence. Ridiculous. How embarrassing. If I were you, I'd do it differently. It's much simpler to criticize than to understand. It's easier to throw stones than to ask, what might this person be going through? What kind of pain are they carrying? But here's the thing. Every criticism we throw out, even if it's just a comment online, also leaves a mark inside us. The way you talk about others reveals much more about your soul than about theirs. When criticism becomes a habit, the heart grows harder, more impatient, colder. And that's such a waste because you weren't born for that. And if this message is speaking to your heart so far, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of the daily reflections we share here. The text that inspires this reflection says something deep. Try to correct others through your own example. That is powerful. You don't control what the other person does. You don't control what they feel or what they think. But you do have a huge space of power, the way you live. Instead of criticizing someone who shouts, you choose to speak softly. Instead of criticizing someone who lies, you choose to be honest. Instead of criticizing someone's selfishness, you practice generosity. Sometimes the other person doesn't change right away, but something in them sees, something records it, and many times later on, that memory becomes a seed of change. Think of someone who marked your life by their example. Maybe someone who didn't retaliate when offended. Someone who helped quietly. Someone who didn't speak ill of others. That person might never have given you a sermon, but their life was the sermon. And that's what this invitation brings. Less pointing fingers, more inspiring. Maybe listening to all this, you're thinking, so I can never call someone out. I can never say something's wrong. Yes, you can. And many times, you should. Love is not passivity. Love is not closing your eyes to what destroys. But there is a big difference between correcting out of wounded pride and correcting out of love for truth and for the other person's well-being. Firm love does not humiliate, does not expose, does not scream. It is firm, but not cruel. It is clear, but not cold. Sometimes loving someone is exactly having the courage to say, the way you're acting is going to hurt you. This choice doesn't match the beautiful person I know you are. The same sentence can be a weapon or a hug. It depends on the intention hiding behind the words. There's also a quiet part in this reflection. Before thinking about correcting others, there is a much harder step. Looking at yourself. Sometimes we criticize in others what we don't have the courage to see in our own life. I criticize someone else's selfishness, but don't see my own. I criticize their impatience, but I'm always exploding. I criticize their lack of effort, but I also give up easily. Criticism points the finger. True reflection lifts up a mirror. Maybe before saying, "You're wrong," we could get used to asking, "What is this situation revealing about me? Where do I also need to grow?" When I start with myself, the way I talk to others changes. I stop being a judge and become a companion on the journey. I don't speak from above anymore. I speak from beside. I make mistakes too. I'm also learning. Let's get better together. I want to suggest a very simple exercise, but a very transformative one. In the next 24 hours, try this. Notice every time a criticism arises, whether on your lips or in your mind. Don't feel guilty, just notice it. Silently ask yourself, is this criticism going to help anyone? Can I turn this criticism into a gesture of collaboration? If the answer is no, let the criticism go. Breathe, let it pass. If the answer is yes, then choose how to speak. With respect, with care, at the right moment, in the right tone, and always ask yourself, am I willing to be an example of what I'm demanding? If I'm not willing to live what I'm asking for, maybe I'm not ready to speak yet. There's a curious effect when we reduce criticism in our lives. The heart feels lighter, the mind less agitated. We suffer less with what is outside our control, because criticizing all the time is, in a way, trying to fight the whole world, and that's exhausting. When you choose to collaborate instead of criticizing, you change roles. You step out of the judge's seat and become an artisan of reality. Someone who not only points out flaws, but helps, through small gestures, to leave the world a little better than they found it. And that is deeply spiritual. So I leave you with a few questions to echo inside you after this message ends. What do I gain by criticizing others so much? What kind of person am I slowly becoming if I choose to always criticize? And what kind of person could I become if, starting today, I choose to collaborate more and judge less? Maybe you won't be able to change everything at once, and that's okay. But if today you decide to speak harshly one time less, hold back one destructive comment, listen a little more before responding, and above all, try to be the example of the change you want to see. Then there will already be more light moving around you, in your home, at your work, in your own soul. Don't criticize out of habit. Don't wound out of impulse. If you're going to talk about someone's mistake, let it be with love. And above all, may your life speak louder than any word. And if you'd like to keep receiving daily reflections like this one, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and that your notifications are turned on, so we can keep walking together every day.